Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. Foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Hello everyone and welcome to Botafogo TV coverage of another round of the Brazilian National Championship. A window to your passion with live image to our international audience all over the world, to the Botafogo supporters and fans of Brazilian football. I am Roby Porto, and today Botafogo could not only end a 29-year drought and celebrate the long-awaited glory, the title of the Brazilian National Championship, last won in 1995 by a generation of idols like Túlio, Gonçalves, Sérgio Manuel, Wagner, Gotardo, and so many others. They are celebrated till this day. But Botafogo could also achieve something remarkable. Win the historic double at home. The first major title at Newton Santos Stadium after lifting the Libertadores trophy last Saturday in Buenos Aires. And you see this beautiful image of Newton Santos Stadium. We are minutes away from watching the last round of the Brazilian Championship, with Botafogo facing São Paulo at home here at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo will be playing in front of a complete sold-out stadium, 40,000 plus fans cheering on. A combination of last round results could be enough for the title, but most of all, Botafogo depends on its own effort. A tie against São Paulo would be sufficient to lift the Brasileirão trophy. São Paulo sitting in 6th place, while Botafogo leads the standing with 3 points leading over 2nd place Palmeiras. And now we're gonna go back and take you to the recent games that Botafogo played against Atlético Mineiro, the final of the Libertadores, so you can see again the goals of the eternal glory. Luis Henrique scoring first for Botafogo. Remember that Botafogo had lost Gregory with 30 seconds into the first half. And this was the incredible celebration of all Botafogo fans. You see Luis Henrique, Marlon Freitas with the shot, the deflection, and then Luis Henrique scoring the first goal for Botafogo against Atlético Mineiro at the Monumental de Núñez in Buenos Aires. The first goal of Botafogo. And then Alex Telles scoring off a penalty kick and putting Botafogo up 2-0. Still in the first half. A display of force. And Botafogo is scoring the second goal with Alex Telles. This was last Saturday in Buenos Aires, November the 30th, a date that no one will ever forget. And on the last minute of the game, Júnior Santos, the individual play, trying to feed Matheus Martins and getting the deflection, and is scoring the third goal for Botafogo. His 10th goal on the Libertadores, the top scorer of Botafogo and of the Libertadores competition. The goal that sealed the trophy for Botafogo. The deflection going back to Júnior Santos off the Atlético Mineiro's players, and then Botafogo is scoring the third goal. Remembering the 3 goals of this very important victory, and the win, and the trophy, and the celebration, and the eternal glory of the first Libertadores da América. Seen here in Newton Santos Stadium, a complete sold-out stadium after the Brazilian national anthem. The Botafogo players and the São Paulo players, we have the lineups for this afternoon's match. All the games are being played at 4 o'clock this afternoon in Brazil. Let's check the lineups for Botafogo and São Paulo. Botafogo with a few changes, obviously because we don't have Barbosa and Bastos. So head coach of Botafogo, Arthur Jorge, defining the first 11 with John, Mateu Ponte, Adrielson. Marcel is going to be playing as a central defender. Alex Telles, Gregory Marlon Freitas, our captain, the skipper for Botafogo. Luis Henrique Savarino, Thiago Almada, and Igor Jesus, Gatito Fernandes, Rafael, Lucas Alter, Danilo Barbosa, Tietê, Tiquinho Soares, Júnior Santos, Alain, Eduardo, Matheus Martins, Cuiabano, and Oscar Romero are the players available for the match between Botafogo and São Paulo. São Paulo is also defined. Head coach Luiz Ubeldia with many changes for this afternoon's match, with Jandrei, Igor Vinicius, Santi, Nestor, André Silva, Marcos Antônio, Juan, number 28 for São Paulo, Alan Franco, Sabino, Patrick, and William. Those are the players available for head coach Luiz Zubeldia. Now you see the referees for this afternoon's match at Newton Santos Stadium. You see Anderson Daronco from Rio Grande do Sul. It's the main referee. He's going to be helped by linesman Bruno Bosquilha from Paraná, Fabrício Silva from Goiânia, and we're going to have Daniel Nobre Bins, the responsible for the video assistant referee. You see the both head coaches Arthur Jorge and Luiz Zubeldia greeting each other before the beginning of the match here at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo and São Paulo, the last match, the 38th round of the Brazilian National Championship. And thank you again for watching the Brazilian Championship from Newton Santos Stadium on Botafogo TV. I am Roby Porto, and you see the Botafogo players. This is, Luiz Henrique with a brand new tattoo. The Libertadores trophy, the King of America. That's what he had done after conquering the Libertadores last Saturday. Remember, for Botafogo, only a tie is necessary for Botafogo to win the championship. And of course, we're going to have many games happening at the same time, and some games are very important in the relegation zone. And also, Palmeiras and Fluminense are playing at the same time. Palmeiras obviously hoping for a complete debacle here for Botafogo against São Paulo. It's the only opportunity for Palmeiras to win the championship. Palmeiras still has a slim hope of winning the championship. The Botafogo fans are present. Not even one seat left for the Botafogo fans. The São Paulo fans did not mostly make the trip to Rio. You can notice on the right part of the image there is reserved for the visitors team, the visitors fans. Not many São Paulo fans here present at Newton Santos Stadium. We are seconds from the beginning of the match between Botafogo and São Paulo. There you see Anderson Daronco. Obviously, the referees are checking in with the other games that are going to be happening at the same time. All the games need to start at the same time on the last round of the Brazilian National Championship. This is what the fourth referee is trying to make sure it's going to happen before the beginning of the match. We are just a few minutes away from the kickoff in Newton Santos Stadium. We also have Atlético Mineiro playing against Atlético Paranaense, Palmeiras playing Fluminense, Bragantino playing Criciúma, Bahia playing Atlético Goianiense, and Juventude playing Cruzeiro. Those are the games that could decide also the last team relegated to the second division on the Brazilian Championship. We'll be keeping track of all the action here during the cover of this last game at Newton Santos Stadium. You see the two skippers, the captain Marlon Freitas and Number 11, Nestor, the captain for São Paulo. Having a little chat there with referee Anderson Daronco. Not unusual to have a little bit of a delay on this last round, making sure that all the games start at the same time. With so many things in hand, teams depending on results. And we've lost already 3 minutes. There's a 3-minute gap now, a 3-minute delay before the start of the game between Botafogo and São Paulo. Remember that Palmeiras and Fluminense are playing in São Paulo. There you have Anderson Daronco. Just waiting for Daronco to authorize, to allow the beginning of the match here at Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo and São Paulo. 90 minutes separating Botafogo and a chance to win the Brazilian National Championship after last winning in 1995. You see central defender Adrielson. Now we'll be playing with Marçal. Again, Anderson Daronco. The delay just making the Botafogo fans more nervous. Newton Santos has a capacity of a little bit over 44,000 fans. This is game number 74 for Botafogo this year. And there we have it. It's the beginning of the match, the last round of the Brazilian National Championship. Botafogo and São Paulo. And you're watching live here at Botafogo TV, our coverage for you living abroad, for you abroad watching Botafogo after winning the Libertadores last Saturday, in search of the Brazilian National Championship. This is Marçal playing with, turning. Almada switching on the right, Botafogo moving with Matheus Ponte, the right full back for Botafogo. Matheus Ponte. Matheus Ponte is replacing Vitinho. Vitinho got hurt against Internacional. Remember that São Paulo has had many changes for this match against Botafogo today, preserving a few of its main players after playing a very long season in 2024. São Paulo has played 67 games so far in 2024. And Botafogo will be playing game number 74 today. Remember that Botafogo will also be participating in the Intercontinental Cup with the game next Wednesday against Pachuca from Mexico. This is Matheus Ponte. Gregory with Adrielson. Again with Marçal. This is Almada. Botafogo moving, trying to find the space with Alex Telles. Igor Jesus. The shot is deflected, but the ball is still in play. Marçal trying to control it. And this is the first throw for São Paulo. Number 17, André Silva. It's one of the new names for São Paulo for the beginning of the game. São Paulo sitting in 6th place on the Brazilian Championship, already qualified for the Libertadores next year. Alex Telles and Botafogo gets the throw. The São Paulo player trying to argue with the linesman. At first the linesman had pointed to a throw-in for São Paulo, but the ball last touched number 17, André Silva. Gregory with a deflection. And the ball is played back with Savarino. Savarino trying to push forward. And you see Alan Franco returning this ball to Jandrei. Jandrei is the goalkeeper for São Paulo this afternoon. And here comes São Paulo. With the cross in the middle, São Paulo coming forward. This is the first time that São Paulo is able to move close to the box. Ponte is trying to protect the area. São Paulo trying to move the ball, trying to find the space. Now you see Marlon Freitas protecting, trying to clear the ball from the danger zone. That's exactly what Botafogo is able to do it for a moment. The early stages of the game, always a little tense, the players a little nervous. Yes, even professional players might have a little bit of butterflies in their stomach within the first 3-4 minutes of the game. And we'll be keeping tabs with the other games that are happening at the same time. I see São Paulo switching from Igor Vinicius. Santiago Longo is also one of the players that São Paulo has for this afternoon against Botafogo. São Paulo trying to hit a long ball forward, looking for André Silva. And you see Adrielson. This is Gregory. Overall, between Botafogo and São Paulo, playing at home, Botafogo have faced São Paulo 54 times. Out of those 54 games, Botafogo has an advantage, and the long ball played forward, and the goalkeeper from São Paulo wasn't going to be able to hold the ball with his hands. Luis Henrique trying to pressure. Botafogo trying to reconnect. Here comes the left fullback for São Paulo. Patrick was looking for the pass. And so was André Silva up front for São Paulo. A long cross in the box, and then Marçal now playing as a defender with Adrielson. Able to clear. Remember that Botafogo doesn't have Bastos or Alexander Barbosa, the two central defenders for Botafogo. Botafogo has had a very solid defense all year. On Libertadores and on the Brazilian Championship. Botafogo has allowed only 28 goals in 37 games so far at the Libertadores, at the Brazilian Championship. Marlon Freitas trying to pressure. Luis Henrique also pressuring for Botafogo. Gregory recovering for Botafogo, working with Matheus Ponte. This is Adrielson. Marlon Freitas not able to control it. Now Marçal looking for the space on the left part of the pitch here for Botafogo. Moving with Alex Telles. This is Thiago Almada in the Brazilian Championship, playing with the number 23. In the Libertadores, Almada played with a jersey number 18. Was one of the main players for Botafogo against Atlético. Matheus Ponte not able to control it. São Paulo turns around, Bobadilla. And here comes Jandrei again, working. Alan Franco on the right. Moving the ball back. Santiago Longo is one of the players from São Paulo that has the ability of trying to find the space. Moving away from the defenders. Igor Jesus trying to pressure. São Paulo decides to push forward, having the space in the middle. Marlon trying to go back, trying to help. Recovers for Botafogo, and here comes Botafogo with Marlon Freitas. The option with Savarino. Savarino with the long ball forward, looking for Igor Jesus. Marlon Freitas again for Botafogo. Savarino was an option. Luis Henrique, it's an option on the right. Botafogo working with Thiago Almada and Alex Telles. Here comes the Argentinian Thiago Almada. Marçal. Moving the ball back with Adrielson. Luis Henrique, a beautiful pass for Matheus Ponte. Here comes the cross in the box. And Jandrei with the save for São Paulo. 8 minutes into the first half. This is the first time the Botafogo is able to connect and trying to cross and find a target in the box. Other than that, A very tactical and studied game at this beginning, before 10 minutes in this first half. Keeping tracks of the other games that are happening at the same time. Fortaleza and Internacional is one game that doesn't necessarily matter much as far as relegation. Fortaleza is beating Internacional 1-0. It's the only game that has had a goal scored so far. This is Almada. Mateu Ponte. Moving back with Gregory. Luis Henrique. This is the defender midfielder for Botafogo, Gregory. Marlon Freitas, the captain for Botafogo. Marçal finding the space, pushing forward for Alex Telles that was not able to control it. And São Paulo gets the throw. You see a close-up there of Thiago Almada, the Argentinian, as well as Luis Zubeldia, the head coach for São Paulo, the 43-year-old Zubeldia. This is the first year that Zubeldia is coaching São Paulo. Botafogo trying to recover the ball in the midfield, but the referee points to a foul committed there by the left fullback for Botafogo, Alex Telles. Took down on André Silva. There you see, André Silva was trying to escape from Marçal. Actually, it was Marçal that pushed André Silva. You see both players were trying to find the space, escape from each other, but the referee pointed the foul committed by the central defender, Marçal. Marçal plays as a left fullback, but because Botafogo doesn't have a few of its main central defenders, now is taking over their spot and replacing Bastos and Barbosa. Almada with Alex Telles. Botafogo switching. Working again in the middle with Adrielson. Luis Henrique surrounded by players from São Paulo trying to find the space. Not able to connect. Here comes São Paulo in the middle. Adrielson facing the defense. Gregory was able to recover for Botafogo. And Luis Henrique is going to start back again. The Botafogo fans don't want anybody playing in this danger zone there near the box. Definitely would rather have Botafogo players clear the ball and try to push forward. That's exactly what Almada does. Switching plays, finding Luis Henrique on the right. One of the heroes of Botafogo's victory during the Libertadores, Luis Henrique. And there you have it, Luis Henrique. This is a very slow-paced game, something that most of the fans were predicting. São Paulo doesn't necessarily have much to gain in the Brazilian Championship. Here comes Savarino, who was ready to take the shot, but the São Paulo defenders were able to clear. Alex Telles, again with Savarino. Almada was hoping that Marçal would push forward, but Marçal, again, plays as a central defender. Here comes Almada again. That's exactly the area of the field that Almada likes to play. The 1-2 pass there with Savarino didn't really work out. And the goalkeeper Jandrei wasn't able to connect with the left fullback. There you see Jandrei, number 93 for São Paulo, taking over as the main goalkeeper, replacing Rafael this afternoon. Marlon, again with Botafogo, Marçal. Marçal wants the team to push forward. This is Alex Telles, again in the middle. Thiago Almada. Savarino, he could take the shot from the distance. The ball is deflected, and Botafogo is going to recover with Gregory. Now working with Ponte. The right fullback for Botafogo, the Uruguayan, the 20-year-old Mateu Ponte. This is Almada, again with Luis Henrique. Pushing, trying to find the space, the cross for Botafogo, the chance for Botafogo with Igor Jesus. Mateu Ponte. He knew exactly what he needed to do. He just let the ball pass because Igor Jesus had the chance to score for Botafogo. 13 minutes into this first half. The first real chance for Botafogo against São Paulo. It's just a goal kick for São Paulo 13 minutes into this first half. São Paulo trying to push forward, recovering the ball in the middle. Marcos Antonio was looking for the pass. São Paulo finding the spot with Patrick on the left. Pushing the ball back. Igor Vinicius and Alan Franco. Trying to find someone here to play on the right. You have Juan, number 22, at the right fullback. The long push forward. Marçal, Gregory, able to get to the ball first. Adrielson, not allowing the ball to go out of bounds. This is Marlon Freitas, controlling, surrounded by 3 players, finding the spot. Getting to Matheus Ponte. Luiz Henrique is an option. Matheus Ponte pushing forward. Luiz Henrique is going to have to work again, find the space. Gregory and Almada. Again, Botafogo playing with Gregory. Thiago Almada. Luiz Henrique. William Gomes is the one that is in charge of trying to contain Luiz Henrique. Luiz Henrique trying to get in the box. The chance for Marçal. The left full shot from outside the box. Marçal was trying to hit the top corner for Botafogo. Let's see it again. A good chance there for Marçal. He had the space. He took the shot. Jandrei only looked, and São Paulo gets the goal kick. 15 minutes into this first half at Newton Santos Stadium. This is game number 464 of Botafogo here at Newton Santos Stadium. This could be the first major championship by Botafogo at home. The ball hit São Paulo's player's hand. The fans were hoping for a foul, but Botafogo gets the ball back with the throw-in. Matheus Ponte in a hurry with Almada. Remember that Botafogo only needs a tie against São Paulo to win the championship. Palmeiras is 3 points behind, playing against Fluminense at home. Those are the only 2 teams that could win the championship. Botafogo depending only on its own effort. Playing in front of a sold-out stadium, trying to win the Brazilian championship after 29 years and win an unprecedented double. Something that very few teams were able to accomplish, winning the Brazilian championship and the Libertadores in the same year. Apparently the ball is deflated. That's what Marçal was complaining. Yeah. As we say in Brazil, the ball was murcha. It got deflated, the ball has been changed. And with 17 minutes into this first half here in Newton Santos Stadium, there's Luiz Henrique able to escape from the first player. Matheus Ponte, the right full back with the cross in the box, looking for Igor Jesus. And apparently the goalkeeper was able to save, at least that's what the linesman was pointing, Fabrício da Silva. Jandrei with a good save for São Paulo. Juan is hoping for the pass here on the right. Igor Vinicius pressured by Marlon Freitas. Again with Jandrei. Luiz Henrique was trying to get to the ball in time. Matheus Ponte trying to protect. A good coverage there by Gregory, the number 26 for Botafogo. The 30-year-old, the midfielder, has already scored 2 goals for Botafogo this season. The last time that Botafogo and São Paulo faced each other here in Newton Santos Stadium, the game ended at a 0-0 draw. This was during the quarterfinals of the Libertadores Championship. This is the 4th meeting between the two teams this year. In the Brazilian Championship, they drew a 2-2 in São Paulo in the 19th round. Here comes São Paulo on the right, moving the ball back. Igor Jesus trying to pressure the central defender from São Paulo. Quickly switching to the left. This is William Gomes. São Paulo moving the ball in the middle. Trying to find the space. You saw Santiago Longo hoping for the pass. Botafogo not pressuring much. São Paulo also not in a hurry. And there's another pass back. This is Alan Franco. Igor Jesus is trying to steal the ball, not able to. The ball is returned to Jandrei. Alan Franco is an option. The goalkeeper from São Paulo trying to push forward. Marçal coming in a header. Marlon Freitas able to reconnect for Botafogo. Here comes Savarino. Luis Henrique hoping for a pass in the box. Wasn't able to connect with number 7 from Botafogo, Luis Henrique. And we are approaching 20 minutes into this first half between Botafogo and São Paulo. Thank you for watching the Brazilian coverage of Botafogo here on Botafogo TV. I'm Roby Porto with live image from Newton Santos Stadium. This is the last round of the Brazilian National Championship. So far, the only goal was scored in this 38th round was a Fortaleza goal against Internacional. Remember that all 10 games started at the same time at 4 o'clock p.m. the local time in Brazil. The last touch by São Paulo player. Botafogo gets the throw. You see, the Savarino was not in a hurry. You see Patrick returning to his position. Botafogo working with Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique finding the space. Luis Henrique goes down. The linesman said that it wasn't a foul, but Luis Henrique is complaining that it was touched by São Paulo. The São Paulo player put the ball out of bounds. You see Luis Henrique complaining with the linesman. Let's see with this camera if there was some kind of a step on Luis Henrique's right foot. That's what Luis Henrique is complaining about, that he was hit on his right foot. And Botafogo is returning the favors. The São Paulo players put the ball out of bounds on purpose, and the São Paulo is going to get a goal kick with 21 minutes into this first half. The Botafogo fans are hoping to see a title at home, something that has never happened in Botafogo history. Botafogo has won the Brazilian Cup back in 1968, unifying the Brazilian Championship in a tournament that ended in 1969. And then it was recognized as a Brazilian Championship. And in 1995, Botafogo won the championship in São Paulo at Pacaembu Stadium when Botafogo tied with Santos 1-1 after winning at Maracanã, after 2-1 win at Maracanã. And this could be the Botafogo title at home. Here comes Almada, but he was in offside position. The Argentinian was in offside position after the pass from Alex Telles. And it was the right decision by the linesman Fabrício da Silva. This is exactly the midpoint in this first half between Botafogo and São Paulo. We are still scoreless at Newton Santos Stadium. Daronco apparently saw some kind of a push or pull there on Marçal, and Botafogo gets the foul. Gregory moving from one side to the other, finding Marçal. Thiago Almada. This is Adrielson. Again with Gregory. Botafogo trying to find the space. São Paulo is staying back. And now working with Savarino. Pushing forward. The Venezuelan trying to find the Uruguayan Mateu Ponte. Gregory ending the play, committing the foul. The São Paulo player is down at the pitch. And you see the Botafogo fans again. And the expression on Arthur Jorge's face, the 52-year-old Botafogo's coach from Portugal. This is game number 53 for Arthur Jorge. And now you see one of the best looks that Botafogo had on his first half. Marçal trying to find the top right corner of Jandrei, but the ball just sailed over the bar. Luis Henrique recovering for Botafogo. Gregory switching, finding Almada. Marlon Freitas. Marçal quickly finding Alex Telles on the left. São Paulo well positioned and trying to cover all the spaces. Botafogo pushing back again. Savarino lost the ball in midfield, and São Paulo trying to find a counter attack. Switching the ball on the left. Savarino trying to help Mateu Ponte on the right. São Paulo is going to start everything again in the middle. This is Bobadilla finding the space with Juan. Igor Vinicius. The space in the middle. Santiago Longo again with Igor Vinicius. Moving from right to left, São Paulo. Patrick. Again in the middle. São Paulo pushing the ball back. And this is Alan Franco. Now Igor Jesus trying to push forward. And the Botafogo fans sort of enjoying, sort of chanting, sort of nervous. A long pass forward. São Paulo able to recover. There's a São Paulo player down. The referee says play on. The São Paulo player is still down. And now Anderson Daronco will stop the game to allow the São Paulo player to be seen by the medical staff. While we're able to see the celebration of the fans in Newton Santos Stadium. And Marçal having a little bit of a chat there with head coach Arthur Jorge. And there you see again Gregory stepped on William Gomes' left foot. That's exactly what the player from São Paulo was complaining. And you see the Botafogo players here on the right hydrating. It's been a very warm few days here in the city of Rio, with temperature reaching close to 35 degrees Celsius, over 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Very warm indeed in Rio. Very muggy, especially for a game starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon local time. São Paulo finding the space in the middle, recovering again, returning on the right. Igor Vinicius and Juan. Marçal was the last man for Botafogo, working with John. This is one of the first interventions by John, the goalkeeper, number 12 for Botafogo. John was not able to play against Internacional when Botafogo beat Internacional 1-0 in the last round of the Brazilian Championship, with a beautiful goal scored by Savarino. A very important win for Botafogo, especially after winning the Libertadores Championship on Saturday, recovering from celebration, and having Palmeiras at the same time, defeating Cruzeiro after being behind 1-0. Thiago Almada able to find the space, turning around, moving forward. Here comes Thiago Almada, getting into the box. Here comes the cross for Botafogo. Luis Henrique, no! Recovery for São Paulo. Luis Henrique was hoping for a deflection, but that didn't happen. And São Paulo gets the throw. Let's see again. Thiago Almada pushing forward, escaping the foul. The cross in the box. Alan Franco was able to clear. The fans were hoping for a last touch by a Botafogo player, but it didn't happen. And with 28 minutes in his first half, we're gonna have a stoppage play for hydration. Exactly what I was saying. It's been very warm here in Rio. A few minutes for the players having a little bit of water, and also checking with the technical staff and the coaching staff while we're checking with the last results of the games that are happening at the same time. Other than Fortaleza beating Internacional 1-0, Vasco is also ahead, beating Cuiabá 1-0. Cuiabá that has been relegated already. Vasco trying to get another win in this last round of the Brazilian Championship. No goals so far on the games. There are very, very much important on the Libertadores, on the relegation front for teams like Atlético Mineiro, Atlético Paranaense, Fluminense, and Bragantino. Those are the teams that are hoping to escape the relegation, the last spot for the relegation in this 2024 Brazilian National Championship. Since 1894, the most traditional. This is Botafogo. You see the sign and the fans here at Newton Santos Stadium. Again, a complete sold-out stadium here in Engenho de Dentro, where Newton Santos Stadium was built in 2007 for the Pan American Games. The referee is having the players coming back. You see number 36, Patrick. The plays as a left full back, kind of pushing forward. You see Gregory having a little bit of a chat there with the players as the central defender with Adrielson and Marcel. Botafogo trying to connect with Luis Henrique. Gregory. It's another deflection. It's another throw-in for São Paulo. You see the head coach Zubeldia, the 43-year-old from Argentina. Had a long stint with Lanús as a head coach, also with Liga Deportiva Universitária from Quito. Botafogo recovering with Marlon Freitas. Here comes Botafogo, the fans hoping for a goal against São Paulo. Thiago Almada couldn't find a spot. Adrielson looking for Gregory. This is Marlon Freitas. A beautiful pass, finding Luis Henrique, controlling. Facing Patrick. Again with Mateu Ponte for Botafogo. Luis Henrique once again. Able to find, to connect. Here comes across for Igor Jesus for Botafogo. The header for Igor Jesus. And Jandrei with the save. This is the first time the Botafogo found the target at Newton Santos. 32 minutes in his first half. A header by Igor Jesus, the 23-year-old forward. Igor Jesus has scored 5 goals in the Brazilian Championship this season. One of the most important pieces of Botafogo in 2024. This is the last touch there by a Botafogo player, so it's another throw for São Paulo. Marçal getting to the ball first, but Daronco pointing to a foul. The São Paulo player goes down. André Silva. Yeah, Marçal came with excessive force and hit number 7. And you see Chiquinho saying 0-0, probably asking what's the deal, what's the situation between Palmeiras and Fluminense. Remember that for Palmeiras, only a win is enough, combined with Botafogo not being able to beat São Paulo. So far, Botafogo has been able to control the game 34 minutes into this first half. And it's another foul committed there in midfield. Marçal, once again, trying to gain position, was definitely holding André Silva's shirt. The jersey, you could tell there, André Silva, number 17 for São Paulo. One of the two forwards for São Paulo in this match. A long ball forward for São Paulo, and Matheus Ponte was able to clear. A good pass there for William Gomes. It came from behind the defense. Adrielson was well positioned there, but Botafogo gets the goal kick. The ball is returned back with Jandrei. Savarino trying to pressure. Jandrei able to connect with Alan Franco. São Paulo working in the middle. Once again with André Silva. Botafogo recovers with Alex Telles. This is Adrielson. Gregory. For 35 minutes, first half in Newton Santos Stadium. We are still scoreless between Botafogo and São Paulo. Matheus Ponte with Marlon Freitas. Marlon is yet to score at the Brazilian National Championship. Here comes Luiz Henrique facing two players. Matheus Ponte was trying to backheel and find a Botafogo player in the box, was not able to connect. Botafogo recovers. Almada. Again, Igor Jesus. Alex Telles. Almada again. He's going to turn around, finding Igor Jesus. And there was a deflection from behind. And Patrick, Sabino, and Bobadilla were able to get control again. Here comes Almada. Trying to get into the box. Almada. Alex Telles. Here comes the cross, and São Paulo able to move the ball away from the box. One didn't control. Igor Vinicius is hoping for the pass. And the Botafogo fans kind of being a little louder at Newton Santos Stadium. Fluminense has scored against Palmeiras. This is a situation that is definitely helpful for Botafogo in this last round, and also for Fluminense trying to escape relegation. And the Botafogo fans getting louder and louder at Newton Santos Stadium. Here comes Botafogo with Igor Jesus. Savarino in the box. The touch and the goal! Goal! Savarino! Once again, the Venezuelan. He had scored against Internacional. And now, with 37 minutes into the first half, you see Savarino putting Botafogo ahead. Botafogo 1, São Paulo 0. A bad mistake by São Paulo. Marlon Freitas finding Igor Jesus. And Savarino with a beautifully placed chip in the box. Able to escape from Jandrei and scoring the first goal for Botafogo at Newton Santos Stadium. A different angle. And this is the goal that could be leading Botafogo to the title at home. combined with the goal scored by Fluminense against Palmeiras. The celebration by Arthur Jorge, and Botafogo is ahead. 38 minutes into the first half. Savarino. This is Savarino's 8th goal in the Brazilian Championship. Savarino is the top scorer for Botafogo in his Brazilian National Championship. São Paulo gets a throw. 38 minutes in the first half. What a combination of results, with Fluminense beating Palmeiras and Botafogo is scoring a minute later. Fogo ole ole ole, it's what the fans in Newton Santos Stadium are singing. This long-awaited title, something that only 2 teams in Brazil were able to do it. Santos in 1961 and 1962, and Flamengo in 2019 were able to win both the Brazilian Championship and the Libertadores. No other Brazilian teams have ever accomplished such a thing. Botafogo is hoping to join both of them and to accomplish the double, which will be incredibly the best ever season so far for Botafogo in its history. What an incredible 2024 for Botafogo, for the fans, for the mystic of the Botafogo glorious shirt. Alex Telles in the box. Here comes the chance for Botafogo. Igor Jesus! What a save by Jandrei! Alex Telles had the chance to score. Then Igor Jesus. And Jandrei with an incredible save for São Paulo. 40 minutes into this first half. Botafogo almost went up 2-0. Here comes Adrielson. This is Marçal. Moving the ball back. Switching to the right. Finding Savarino. Chipping the ball in the box. Trying to get to Igor Jesus. And Jandrei will maintain possession there for São Paulo. "41 minutes, first half in Newton Santos Stadium. Everything is going according with the plans for Botafogo. Beating São Paulo. And also seeing Palmeiras being taken down by Fluminense. Mateu Ponte, Savarino, Almada. Mateu Ponte was not able to get to the ball in time. And here comes São Paulo. A long push forward, but Marçal is able to cover. And Gregory is there as a right fullback for Botafogo. Marlon Freitas and Savarino. Marçal and Almada. Marlon Freitas, the captain for Botafogo. He lifted the trophy a week ago, last Saturday, in Buenos Aires, in front of over 50,000 Botafogo fans. What an incredible story. The way Botafogo beat Atlético Mineiro in the Libertadores, but São Paulo is able to recover the ball in the middle. Now trying to find the space here on the right. This is Igor Vinicius, surrounded by 2 players. Almada. Here comes São Paulo. Igor Vinicius again. Switching from left to the middle there. Nestor pushing back. São Paulo trying to find space. This is Santiago Longo. Luiz Henrique recovering for Botafogo. He's going to have to hold until someone is able to be in good position. That's exactly what happened with Almada. Igor Jesus falling Marlon Freitas with Thiago Almada. 43 minutes, first half in Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo beating São Paulo 1-0. Here comes Alex Telles. Almada again with Marlon. Botafogo moving the ball, creating the space. Almada again with Marlon Freitas. Savarino wants the option as one of the Botafogo players on the right. Here comes the Venezuelan Savarino. This is Gregory. Almada again trying to find Savarino in the box. Not able to do it. Savarino and Patrick were able to clear. Adrielson. André Silva was able to connect, but Botafogo was able to regain control. Marlon Freitas in the box. The chance, Igor Jesus. The shot! And the ball just goes over the line, and it's just a goal kick for Jandrei. Another beautiful chip in the box by Marlon Freitas. Once again, Igor Jesus controlling, chesting the ball down and hitting with his right foot. But the ball just went over the line, and it's just a goal kick for Jandrei. 44 minutes, almost 45 minutes in his first half here in Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo is beating São Paulo 1-0. Now we're going to be depending on referee Anderson Daronco. We had at least a minute or so. We just see the sign there for 2 minutes of injury time. So we're going to go to 47 minutes in this first half between Botafogo and São Paulo. And here comes São Paulo on the right with Juan. The cross, the transfer, São Paulo. And John is able to save it for Botafogo. São Paulo obviously not trying to push it very hard. This is Adrielson. Almost 46 minutes in this first half in Newton Santos Stadium. Here comes Botafogo trying to connect with Igor Jesus, and the ball was hit back to Jandrei. Santiago Longo finding the space in the middle. Savarino trying to pressure the São Paulo defense. Juan pushing back. This is Alan Franco. Jandrei again. The São Paulo defender having a little bit of a hard time. Luis Henrique pressuring, and São Paulo gets the goal kick. And this is exactly the image of this new generation that are going to get used to the fact that Botafogo already won the Libertadores, and it's minutes away for winning the Brazilian Championship, winning the double. Two very important competitions in the same season. Something that is very, very hard to accomplish, especially with the calendar here in Brazil, with so many competitions at the same time, with the state championship, the Brazilian Cup, the South American Cup, the Libertadores, the Brazilian Championship. Dates also for the national team. Almost 47 minutes in this first half. Anderson Daronco is asking for the ball. And this is the end of the first half in Newton Santos Stadium. Referee blowing the whistle, and it is halftime in Newton Santos Stadium with the score of Botafogo 1, São Paulo 0. And this, yes, Savarino. He was the person who scored here at the 38th minute mark, giving Botafogo the lead and moving Botafogo to 45 minutes away of winning Botafogo's third Brazilian title. The players are leaving the field, and we're going to go to a small break, and we'll be back with the highlights in a little bit.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto. e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. Foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós. Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. É foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
And we are back live with images here at Newton Santos Stadium this afternoon. At the end of the first half, Botafogo is beating São Paulo 1-0. And we're going to show you the highlights of the first half of this first 45 minutes of play. And here, it's one of the chances for Botafogo, the cross by Matheus Ponte, trying to connect with Igor Jesus. Once again with Luiz Henrique. And then Matheus Ponte creating the space there for Igor Jesus, but not able to connect. And now Marçal trying to find the right corner of Jandrei. Botafogo surrounding São Paulo's area. Always creating spaces on the right. This was a cross by Savarino and Igor Jesus forcing Jandrei to get a beautiful save. São Paulo had a chance in this long pass forward, but the ball was just hit completely out of the chance for São Paulo, and Savarino with this beautiful finish, able to cover Jandrei. It was a mistake there by a São Paulo defender, Marlon Freitas, connecting with Igor Jesus, and then Savarino chipping it over Jandrei and scoring the first goal for Botafogo. And Savarino now has 8 goals for Botafogo, the Venezuelan international, the hero against Internacional, scoring a beautiful goal right at the beginning of the match at Beira-Rio Stadium. And now scoring for Botafogo here at Newton Santos Stadium. And you see the fans celebrating, and also the head coach Arthur Jorge celebrating for Botafogo. Yeah, Savarino, Almada, and Igor Jesus. Botafogo also had another chance to score with Alex Telles and then Igor Jesus, but Jandrei with an incredible save, not allowing Botafogo to score the second goal. Igor Jesus also creating the space, but wasn't able to find the target. And this is some of the views here at Newton Santos Stadium from outside the stadium here. A few of the cameras showing the adjacent training field there Botafogo has. Also, it's exactly the same pitch that Botafogo uses on the main stadium. And this is the north, facing the north area of the Botafogo Newton Santos Stadium. And the south area is reserved for the visitors and the team playing at home in its last round of the Brazilian Championship. During our pregame, we showed the goals of last Saturday against Atlético Mineiro. But we were missing showing the goal scored by Botafogo against Internacional, a goal scored by Savarino. And we have this here to show you what a beautiful play. It was a set piece created by Botafogo. And we're just putting here so you can... Let's check it again. This is a set piece created by Botafogo. In the early stages of the match, the ball crossed, and then Savarino with a beautiful finish. The goal was scored by Botafogo's number 10, Savarino, the 27-year-old from Venezuela. What an incredible finish. A set piece created by Botafogo, and a beautiful finish by Savarino. By no means an easy way of finishing a play like that. And Botafogo played a very, very beautiful game against Internacional. Remember that this was only a few days after Botafogo had conquered the Libertadores. The cross in the box, and Savarino with a beautiful volley. And the Internacional goalkeeper was not able to get to the ball in time. The celebration by Savarino, the celebration by the Botafogo players. One of the most beautiful games that Botafogo has scored, definitely, in this Brazilian championship so far. And Savarino once again is scoring today a goal that definitely put Botafogo very close indeed, to lifting the trophy, to win the trophy, the championship, after 29 years. Remember that Botafogo won the championship last in 1995, also in this month of December. And the game played in São Paulo at Pacaembu Stadium on the 17th of December. A team with so many idols from the campaign in 1995, a generation with names like Túlio and Gonçalves and Sérgio Manuel and Wagner and Gotardo and so many other players that were part of that campaign. An incredible campaign that culminated with the 1-1 game against Santos in 1995 at Pacaembu Stadium. And now Botafogo, it's only 45 minutes away of winning yet another Brazilian national championship. You see Luis Henrique with a big smile on his face. Thiago Almada is also returning, so is Igor Jesus. We're going to keep our eyes peeled to see if Botafogo is going to have any changes for this second half. Remember, the head coach Arthur Jorge has Gatito Fernandes. Rafael, number 2, is also a player that is available. Rafael could have a chance of playing a match for Botafogo. And let's see this image. The image of the Botafogo players having a conversation there with the leadership for Marlon Freitas, the captain, the skipper for Botafogo. Botafogo also has Júnior Santos and Eduardo and Romero, Alan, Tietê, Danilo, Chiquinho Soares and Matheus Martins as options. You see Luis Henrique, Igor Jesus. São Paulo players are returning to the pitch. Jandrei, the goalkeeper, number 93. We're going to also keep an eye on to see if head coach Luis Ubeldia is going to change players for this last 45 minutes. John, number 12 for Botafogo, didn't really have much to do on the first half. Anderson Daronco is just checking back to see if all the players are back for the second half. And then you see this image of the drone giving you this image of the Newton Santos Stadium. This is Luis Ubeldia, the head coach for São Paulo. And this is the technical staff for Botafogo, Arthur Jorge, and his coaching staff, Franklin Carvalho, João Cardoso. Some of the main names of Arthur Jorge's coaching staff, Thiago Lopes and Marcelo Grimaldi, also were nearby. Igor Jesus, it's ready to start of the second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Remember that so far, Atlético Paranaense will be joining Criciúma, Atlético Goianiense, and Cuiabá as the team that is going to be relegated to the second division. Bragantino is winning. Bragantino is beating Criciúma 2-1 and is escaping. Atlético Mineiro so far, it's tying against Atlético Paranaense 0-0. And Fluminense, it's beating Palmeiras and it's also escaping the relegation. We are almost ready for the beginning of the second half in Newton Santos Stadium. I'm Roby Porto and you are watching the Brazilian National Championship from Newton Santos Stadium. Our international coverage here on Botafogo TV. You see Marcos Antonio there chit-chatting with Igor Jesus. Anderson Daronco is also waiting to get the signal from the beginning of all the other matches. Remember that this last round of the Brazilian National Championship had all games starting at 4 p.m. Brazilian time, especially because the games were very important in relegation and also in a fight for the championship between Botafogo and Palmeiras. That's exactly what Daronco, weren't able to kind of check exactly what he was saying there, but waiting for a signal to allow the beginning of the second half. Remember, the São Paulo fans are hoping to see two special players. You see Che and Lucas Alter on the left, and on the right you see Romero, the Paraguayan, Thiago Almada, the Argentinian. Anderson Daronco chatting with the people that are in the VAR. We also have for this afternoon's match Daniel Nobre, being from Rio Grande do Sul. He is the person in charge, and also the fourth referee there that you see. We actually have two extra referees, the fourth and the fifth referee. The fourth referee, Jefferson de Moraes. You see the Anderson Daronco, Bruno Bosquilha, and Fabrício da Silva. And those are the three main referees for this afternoon's match between Botafogo and São Paulo. Like in the beginning of the first half, there was a little bit of a delay to make sure that all the games were starting at the same time. It's a situation that it's a little tricky, obviously, with games all over Brazil. There are games in Minas Gerais, in São Paulo, in the interior of São Paulo, in Bahia, in the south of Brazil, in a continental country. But apparently now you see Anderson Daronco pointing that we are set for the beginning of the second half. 45 minutes separating Botafogo from winning the third Brazilian championship of its history. Botafogo is beating São Paulo 1-0. A goal was scored by Savarino in the 38th minute of the first half. And also the combination of Fluminense beating Palmeiras. And now Botafogo is opening 6 points ahead of Palmeiras in this last round of the Brazilian Championship. Botafogo now with 79 points, Palmeiras with 73. Flamengo is also playing at Maracanã Stadium. Flamengo is facing Vitória, and Vitória is beating Flamengo 1-0. That doesn't change Flamengo's position. Flamengo is keeping the third position on the Brazilian Championship, just ahead of Fortaleza. Fortaleza is also winning this game, a game that is playing this afternoon, beating Internacional. So Botafogo and São Paulo had no changes for the second half. Again, Botafogo with John, Mateu Ponte, Adrielson, Marçal, and Alex Telles. Gregory, Marlon Freitas, Almada, Luiz Henrique, Savarino, and Igor Jesus. And this is the starting 11 for Botafogo. No changes from Arthur Jorge on the second half. You see Thiago Almada on the left, trying to find space in the middle. Connecting with Marçal. This is Adrielson. Gregory. A long pass forward, finding Luiz Henrique, switching. Marlon Freitas allowing Marçal to push forward. Here comes the left full back now playing as a defender for Botafogo, Alex Telles. Finding Savarino, Savarino pushing back. Again, Thiago Almada, Botafogo. Beginning with its very traditional passing game. Moving from one side to the other, switching plays. Connecting with Luiz Henrique. Able to escape the first one, the second one. Here comes Luiz Henrique. Looking for the left foot. Luiz Henrique trying to get in the box. Here comes Luiz Henrique. Luiz Henrique was trying to pass by the last defender. What a play by Luiz Henrique. Very technically. He is very skillful. Escaping from pretty much all the São Paulo defenders. Apparently the last touch was by Luiz Henrique. Let's see what the São Paulo, what the referee pointed at. The referee pointed to a corner kick. I had the impression that the ball cannot touch Luiz Henrique left foot. But Botafogo gets the corner kick. Not a set piece this time, but Marlon Freitas with the cross in the box. And São Paulo is able to clear it. What a play by Luiz Henrique. What a beginning of the second half in Newton Santos Stadium. A good chance for Botafogo. John. São Paulo is trying to push forward. Marçal. Marçal was trying to connect with Alex Telles. Apparently Alex Telles was in offside position. The 48-minute second half in Newton Santos Stadium. And the fans are just checking the clock. Botafogo is less than 45 minutes away from winning the double. Winning the Libertadores and the Brazilian Championship in the same year. What an incredible feat. And what a look at that pass. Another mistake by São Paulo, and Jandrei had to quickly take action and find a space there in the middle. This is Marco Antonio. Moving the ball back. Again on the left, that with Rodrigo Nestor. Marco Antonio finding the space in the middle. Botafogo trying to pressure. Alex Telles committing the foul. The São Paulo player not in a hurry. You see Igor Vinicius there, number 2 for São Paulo. Look at the expression of the young Botafogo fan. Taking to the stadium and trying to absorb this incredible atmosphere here at Newton Santos Stadium. And this December 8th of 2024. We got a little bit of a trouble there with the equipment for the linesmen, apparently. So the game is interrupted. And now Anderson Daroco is saying that he is able to chat with the linesman. Sometimes that happens. It's just a change of a battery. You see the Botafogo fans with the emblem of the Libertadores. And again, you see Luiz Henrique. What a play by Luiz Henrique. Then clearing 2 São Paulo players. Here comes the third one. He goes in a box. And then he's trying this very, very incredible trick. It's sort of like caressing the ball, but then the ball just like went over the line. But Botafogo got the corner kick. Luiz Henrique displaying all his skills. The number 7, a very young and talented player that Botafogo was able to get from batches from Spain. A player that was developed at Fluminense, and it's now one of the best Botafogo players. What a play by Actually, it was Marlon Freitas trying to connect with Igor Jesus. Here comes São Paulo. Marçal, very well positioned. Yes, wearing with honor and glory. Yes, the Botafogo, the winner of the Libertadores, the eternal glory. A Glória Eterna. This is the patch that most of the Botafogo fans were looking for in all the stores. And it's going to be available soon enough for all the fans to put on their jerseys. And this is Thiago Almada connecting with Igor Jesus, maintaining the ball in play. Marlon Freitas, Gregory. Here comes Botafogo with Mateu Ponte, pushing with Savarino. Savarino is scored for Botafogo. Gregory, Almada, Marlon, Almada again. He's pushing. Here comes Almada. Savarino in the box for Almada. The cross, and Botafogo gets the corner kick. What a beautiful play there created by the Botafogo players. Almada trying to get before Marco Antonio. It looked like the last touch was by Marco Antonio, but that was not what the linesman Bruno Bosquilha pointed to, so it's just a goal kick for São Paulo. São Paulo trying to push forward, but Marçal once again very well positioned. Returning the ball to John. Long push forward for Igor Jesus. Savarino hitting Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique controlling. Marlon was hoping for the pass. Here comes Savarino with the shot. Marlon was not happy with Luis Henrique. It was definitely the ideal play by Luis Henrique to pass. Marlon was in good position for the finish. And what a ball there for São Paulo, behind the defenders. And Gregory is able to connect. "53 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo trying to recover. And we just got informed that Palmeiras is scored. So it's a 1-1 draw between Fluminense, Palmeiras and Fluminense. The game is being played in São Paulo. Well, actually, the goal was called off. So it's still Fluminense 1, Palmeiras 0 in São Paulo. 54 minutes, first half here, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Here comes São Paulo with Marco Antonio. The cross in the box, and John just allowing the ball to go over the line, and it's just another goal kick for Botafogo. You see William Gomes trying to hit André Silva in the box. The Botafogo fans are definitely nervous, hoping that the second half ends very quickly. So far, everything is working perfectly for Botafogo. Botafogo is beating São Paulo, and Fluminense is beating Palmeiras. All the Botafogo need is to get a point in this game against São Paulo. What a beautiful play before Almada and Alex Telles. Igor Jesus finding Alex Telles. Here comes the cross for Luis Henrique. The defense was able to clear, and Igor Jesus was not able to connect it, but Botafogo apparently gets the corner kick. Let's see if there was a deflection or not. The ball was cleared by the defender. There was no deflection, it's just a goal kick for Jandrei. There were actually very few São Paulo fans that came all the way to Rio to follow the game here in Newton Santos Stadium. 56 minutes, second half. So far, Atlético Paranaense is the team that is completing the 4 that will be playing the second division in 2025, along Cuiabá, Atlético Goianiense and Criciúma. Atlético Paranaense, Bragantino, and Atlético Mineiro were the 4 teams. Are the 4 teams that are trying to avoid relegation. And Fluminense also. This is Thiago Almada. Savarino. Almada. Not able to control it. Marco Antonio was able to push this ball back with Jandrei. Almada trying to pressure. Botafogo recovers with Gregory. Able to escape. Again, Almada. Igor Jesus. Luiz Henrique. A left shot. Luiz Henrique. Jandrei! Jandrei with another incredible save. Luiz Henrique. Using the left foot, exactly his choice of finish. What a save by the São Paulo goalkeeper. This time Luiz Henrique did everything right. But Jandrei with an amazing saving. You see Michel Araújo, number 15, is ready to come in for São Paulo. Here comes the cross. The header by Botafogo. There's a player down in the box. And Jandrei is able to save for São Paulo. We're approaching 58 minutes on the second half here in Newton Santos Stadium. Botafogo beating São Paulo 1-0. A goal scored by Savarino. So far, the standings on the Brazilian Championship with Botafogo, Palmeiras, Flamengo, Fortaleza, and Internacional in the top 5 positions. And São Paulo remaining in 6th place, followed by Corinthians and Bahia. And those are the 8 teams that will be playing the Libertadores next season. And there's a change for São Paulo. Number 2, Igor Vinicius. It's going to leave. And Michel Araújo, number 15, it's going to come in for São Paulo. This is the first change for each team here in the second half. Michel Araújo, number 15, coming in and replacing Igor Vinicius. Igor Vinicius was playing as an option on the right side, playing as a right fullback. Getting the help from Juan, number 22. Let's see where Michel Araújo will be positioned for São Paulo by Zubeldia. Luiz Henrique, but Botafogo recovers with Jesus. Marlon Freitas. Gregory finding the space. Almada pushing forward. Here comes Almada. Almada with the shot, and the ball just sailed. And Jandrei only looked at the ball, just going over the bar. You see the quick decision by Almada. And again, was trying to hit the top left corner of Jandrei's goal post. And it's just a goal kick for São Paulo. Jandrei was trying to challenge Igor Jesus. He couldn't really hold the ball after the first touch there by the defender. Jandrei has had 2 incredible saves, one on the first half and now one. And Luiz Henrique, a shot. Marlon Freitas controlling. The Botafogo captain opening the ball, the space for the cross in the box. Igor Jesus, the header over the crossbar. Igor Jesus, another chance for Botafogo. This is the 3rd chance that Igor Jesus had. Igor Jesus and Sabino. And look at that shot by Luiz Henrique. Was really well placed. What a beautiful save by Jandrei. This has been Botafogo's best performance ever in a Brazilian championship. Beating São Paulo today, Botafogo will get to 23 wins in 38 games. Something that Botafogo has never accomplished before in this new format of the Brazilian championship that has been in place since 2003. The Botafogo fans now singing Bete Carvalho. It is definitely a party time here at Newton Santos Stadium. Some fans still kind of waiting, a lot of them singing. But most of them obviously very happy with Botafogo's performance, especially after winning the Libertadores Championship. Luiz Henrique. Anderson Daronco says play on. But Botafogo recovers with Marlon Freitas. Marlon is taken now, and São Paulo with the shot! And the goal for São Paulo. Marlon Freitas is complaining of a possible foul. São Paulo ties the match at Newton Santos Stadium. "62 minutes into this second half. And the game is tied 1-1. Let's see, Marlon Freitas had the ball. And then it goes down. The referee says play on. Does not award the foul. This is the play that Marlon Freitas was complaining. And William Gomes ties the match for São Paulo at Newton Santos Stadium. That was definitely not in the script for Botafogo. "63 minutes, the second half at Botafogo's Newton Santos Stadium. Anderson Daronco. It's talking to Marlon Freitas. Marlon Freitas is down. You see Arthur Jorge not happy with the decision by the referee, and Marlon Freitas, let's check it again, was definitely stepped on his right foot. Let's see this camera that is going to show it. Yeah. The São Paulo player might touch the ball, but he also steps on Marlon's right foot. And Marlon goes down. John was not able to save it. And Arthur Jorge complains that the referee did not point to a foul. The camera is showing the referee Anderson Daronco, and then the head coach for São Paulo, Luiz Ubeldia. You see the skipper for Botafogo, Marlon Freitas. Apparently he had the control of the situation. And Anderson Daronco confirming the goal for São Paulo. It's a 1-1 draw at Newton Santos Stadium between Botafogo and São Paulo. Adrielson. Gregory with Luiz Henrique. Botafogo now is down one man because Marlon Freitas is still recovering and hoping to go back in. And now you see number 17 for Botafogo, Marlon Freitas. A long ball forward there by John, looking to connect with number 99, Igor Jesus. 65 minutes, second half at Newton Santos Stadium. This is still a combination that for Botafogo is more than enough. Botafogo only needs a draw against São Paulo. Not really taking into account anything that happens between Palmeiras and Fluminense. And so far, Fluminense is beating Palmeiras 1-0. You see Sabino not in a hurry at all, pushing the ball back with Jandrei. Savarino trying to pressure So does Igor Jesus. Sabino is going to switch play. Moving the ball on the right. Finding Alan Franco. Here comes São Paulo again on the right. This is Michel Araújo. The Botafogo fans are kind of booing, hoping that the Botafogo intensifies. Here comes Gregory. Gregory trying to maintain the balance. The referee was giving the advantage for Gregory. Then Gregory goes down. Yeah, the fan is definitely not happy. Let's see. Yeah, Gregory was hit in the face. Gregory goes down. And let's see if the video assistant referee, it's going to call on to Anderson Daroco to check on the play. In this meantime, Botafogo is going to have a few changes with Matheus Martins and Alan coming in for Savarino and Marlon Freitas. Well, the fans are definitely cheering on Savarino. So Alan will be playing as a midfielder there, helping Gregory, replacing the Botafogo captain Marlon Freitas. And Matheus Martins will be replacing Savarino up front as a winger. 67 minutes into the second half, Botafogo and São Paulo. A tie in Newton Santos Stadium, 1-1. Luiz Henrique trying to connect, trying to find Matheus Ponte up front. Not able to it. Botafogo recovering with Matheus Ponte in the box. Matheus Ponte hoping to connect with Igor Jesus, not able to, and the Botafogo player is down in the box. Apparently Matheus Ponte got hit from behind, but it's recovering. It's moving back, the right fullback for Botafogo, the number 4 from Uruguay. 68 minutes, the second half in Newton Santos Stadium. And the Botafogo fans definitely did not want this situation to be happening. Botafogo allowing São Paulo to tie the match in Newton Santos Stadium. We are 21 minutes away from the end of the match between Botafogo and São Paulo in this last round of the Brazilian Championship. Matheus Ponte. Gregory wanted the pass. Here comes Gregory. Finding Matheus Martins. Here comes the winger Matheus Martins. Trying to go in the box. Working with Alex Telles. The left fullback for Botafogo. Playing with Marçal. This is Gregory. Adrielson. Alan. The Botafogo fans getting back into chanting and to pushing the team forward. Matheus Martins facing the defender. Matheus Martins trying to connect for Botafogo. São Paulo is trying to escape, clear from the danger zone. The last touch by Matheus Martins. It's a throw-in for São Paulo. Now with 70 minutes played between Botafogo and São Paulo. Marçal is able to clear the ball from the back there. Botafogo playing with Gregory. He's going to push the ball back with Marçal. Alan. Marçal again. This is Adrielson, the central defender, playing on the right, looking for Matheus Ponte. This is Thiago Almada. Alan again for Botafogo. Luiz Henrique touching the ball back with Almada. Here comes Luiz Henrique, the number 7 for Botafogo. Pushing Matheus Ponte. Here comes the cross in the box for Botafogo. The chance with the header by Matheus Martins. And the save by Jandrei. And we are obviously keeping tabs with the Palmeiras and Fluminense match 71 minutes here at Newton Santos Stadium. The ball being pushed back there by Jandrei. And this is Sabino, the left defender for São Paulo. Igor Jesus just observing from the distance, so does Luis Henrique. São Paulo trying to connect in the middle. Switching plays, moving the ball back again with Sabino. Jandrei. Jandrei going outside the box and connecting with Marco Antonio. This is Patrick. Also with Sabino. Igor Jesus trying to pressure. Igor Jesus recovering for Botafogo. Here comes Igor Jesus trying to connect with Almada, wasn't able to. This is where Botafogo needs to be careful. Botafogo is maintaining at least 4 players pressuring São Paulo last line of defense. And São Paulo is just hoping for a quick pass in the middle. That's exactly what happened when he found William Gomes. But despite the fact that William Gomes might have committed a foul on Marlon Freitas. 73 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. The clock keeps ticking. Botafogo getting to 77 points. Enough to win the championship, combined with Palmeiras losing to Fluminense. Botafogo only needing a draw, and that's exactly what Botafogo is getting in Newton Santos Stadium. Of course, the fans want the win to cap this championship with another win at home at Newton Santos Stadium, to be able to lift the trophy with another win. You see Marlon Freitas with ice being put on his right foot. That's exactly what he complained that he was hit, and Anderson Daronco thought it was a play on. Matheus Martins is trying to pressure Jandrei. The goalkeeper from São Paulo was able to find a good pass. Adrielson protecting. Mateu Ponte also. "74 minutes, second half. Here comes São Paulo on the right. Connecting with Juan. Matheus Martins. Trying to work the ball in the middle. This is Marco Antonio. Now São Paulo tries a switch. Luis Henrique protecting, connecting, and finding the spot in the middle with Almada. Here comes Luis Henrique pushing the ball back with Adrielson. Marçal. And we get to 75 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. We are only 15 minutes away from Botafogo winning the Brazilian Championship, winning the double. Of course, the Botafogo fans want another goal, want a victory. Maybe through Luis Henrique. He has created a few chances. Here comes Luis Henrique. Botafogo gets the corner kick. The last touch by the São Paulo defender. You see again the ball definitely hitting the São Paulo player. It hit Patrick last, and Botafogo, it's going to get a corner kick. Almada was ready to take the corner kick, but now Alex Telles is approaching. The left fullback for Botafogo. He scored the second goal of Botafogo's final against Atlético Mineiro in Buenos Aires. A beautifully taken penalty kick by Alex Telles in that first half of that incredible win against Atlético Mineiro with the men down. Here comes Alex Telles with the cross in the box, and Jandrei with the save for São Paulo. Jandrei is not in a hurry at all to try to put this ball back in play. Palmeiras is still losing for Fluminense. Flamengo and Vitória tying 1-1. Fortaleza is beating Internacional. And this is defining the top 6 teams in the Brazilian National Championship. Botafogo, Palmeiras, Flamengo, Fortaleza, Internacional, the São Paulo, and then Corinthians and Bahia are going to be the teams they're going to be playing in the initial phase of the Libertadores in 7th and 8th spot on the Brazilian Championship. Alan is trying to pressure the São Paulo player. Alan Franco. This is Michel Araújo. Working here on the left with Sabino. Marcos Antônio. Botafogo is going to have a few changes. Chiquinho, Soares, and Cheche, apparently, are going to come in for Botafogo. Here comes São Paulo again, working with Sabino. The central defender for São Paulo, looking for the space. That's exactly what's going to happen. You see number 6, Cheche, and number 9, Chiquinho Soares. They are going to be the players that are going to come in for Botafogo with only 12 minutes remaining in the second half. A tie between Botafogo and São Paulo. This is the 4th time that Botafogo and São Paulo are playing in 2024. Remember that they faced each other in the quarterfinals of the Libertadores, and then the 2 matches in the Brazilian Championship. Patrick finding the space in the middle. This is Santilongo. Botafogo is not pressuring, and São Paulo is definitely not in a hurry. For São Paulo, this is the situation where São Paulo, it's tying against the champion, tying against a very strong team. Igor Jesus. Now a long pass, and look at that. Luis Henrique protecting exactly another try, another long pass that was trying to hit William Gomes. Mateu Ponte. Gregory. A good pass for Mateu. Luis Henrique protecting. Luis Henrique was pushed from behind, and it's a foul committed by Patrick, the left fullback for São Paulo. And there you see. Almada and Igor Jesus are the players that are going to be leaving and being replaced by Chiquinho Soares and Cheche. This next 2 changes for head coach Arthur Jorge. You see Chiquinho Soares and Cheche are the players for Botafogo with 10 minutes remaining. São Paulo is also going to have a few players coming in. Rodriguinho, number 18, is one of the players that I was able to spot there. And number 30, João Moreira also. Are the 2 players that are going to come in for São Paulo. Marcos Antonio, number 20, was the player that left. And also André Silva, number 17. And those are the players that left for São Paulo. So São Paulo has made 3 changes. And Botafogo has made 4 changes. Botafogo moving the ball back with Gregory. Looking for Matheus Ponte. Actually with Luis Henrique was the first player to get to the ball. Gregory. This is Adrielson connecting with Marçal. Number 28, Alain. Pushing the ball back with Adrielson, the central defender for Botafogo. And this is Gregory again. 82 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. We are approaching less than 10 minutes before the end of the match. Chiche with the first touch on the ball. Gregory. This is Alain again. Gregory. Adrielson. Marçal. Matheus Martins. Here comes Matheus Martins facing the defender. He's going to have to push the ball back again, finding the connection there with Alex Telles. Remember that Botafogo couldn't play with Vitinho, with Bastos, and Barbosa. The 3 defenders for Botafogo not able to play. Recovering from Barbosa was actually suspended, and Marçal and Vitinho sustaining injuries, not able to play this afternoon for Botafogo. Gregory with Matheus Ponte. Had an option with Chiche. Here comes Matheus Ponte. Matheus Ponte go down. The referee says play on. The referee, the players and the fans not happy. Luis Henrique recovering for Botafogo. He's going to start everything with Adrielson. Here comes Marçal. Alex Telles. Matheus Martins. Matheus Martins trying to get in the box. Matheus Martins. Anderson Daronco points to the ball, saying that it was a normal play and not a foul committed by the São Paulo player. 84 minutes, only 6 minutes remaining between Botafogo and São Paulo. Remember that head coach Arthur Jorge still has a sub in hand. And obviously, when you look at the options on the bench, with Rafael as one of the options, there could be a possibility with the left fullback for Botafogo that sustained so many injuries, but is still with the team for the past couple of years. Was with the team when the Botafogo was able to gain access to the first division, and then playing in the last couple of seasons. But again, sustaining injuries, but remaining with the team. A Botafogo fan since the childhood and playing for his childhood team. Rafael is one of the options in the bench for Arthur Jorge. 85 minutes, second half in Newton Santos Stadium. Jandrei working with Sabino. Matheus Ponte trying to control. Chiche trying to get in the box. Not able to it. This is Chiquinho Soares. Pushing the ball back with Alain. Adrielson. Alain. Chiquinho Soares. Marçal. Alex Telles. Chiquinho going in the box. Here comes the cross. The chance for Luis Henrique. Luis Henrique with the shot. It sails over the crossbar. Luis Henrique was trying to hit the top corner of Jandrei's goal post. And the ball was just not on target. Another good shot by number 7 from Botafogo. Yeah, the fan is taking a picture, checking the results of other games, wearing the Libertadores. "86 minutes, the second half in Newton Santos Stadium." And here comes São Paulo again, trying to push. Finding Rodrigo Nestor. Moving the ball back. Alan Franco and Sabino. And Cheche is the first player to challenge Sabino. And that's exactly what we see. You see there, number 2 for Botafogo, Rafael. He might be coming in on this last minutes of play. "87, almost 88 minutes on the second half. The Botafogo, minutes away from winning the Brazilian Championship. São Paulo just maintaining possession. Of course, the São Paulo and the São Paulo fans are very happy indeed. Not allowing Palmeiras to win another championship. You have to understand there is a huge rivalry between the São Paulo and Palmeiras. 88 minutes. Again, São Paulo with Alan Franco. Working the ball in the middle with Rodrigo Nestor. And this is Sabino. There might not be time for Rafael to go in. He's there, hoping to get in. But the ball needs to go out of bounds. The ball needs to go off, and that's exactly what happens. And you see the celebration from the Botafogo fans. Some of them crying, some very happy, some celebrating. 89 minutes, only 1 minute to be played. And Rafael is coming in for Botafogo, replacing Luis Henrique. He's gonna have the chance to play the last minutes of the match. Luis Henrique leaving the pitch. Luis Henrique was very important in this campaign, obviously, for Botafogo. He's scoring 7 goals. 12 goals overall for Luis Henrique. The São Paulo is also changing and having Rian and Igão coming in this last minutes. So Luis Henrique was the last player for Botafogo to leave, being replaced by Rafael. We reached 90 minutes on the second half. Igão is going to replace Juan, number 22. It's one of the confirmed changes for São Paulo. And here Francisco, number 49. It's one of the young players from São Paulo. It's going to replace William, number 39. Botafogo controlling with Alain. We're only gonna have another 2 minutes until the end of the match. Only 2 minutes. 1 minute away. Botafogo is 1 minute away from winning the Brazilian Championship. It is time to celebrate. It is time for the Botafogo fans to celebrate the first title at Newton Santos Stadium. 30 seconds away. Botafogo recovery. The chance for the goal! Gregory for Botafogo! The player that was sent off 40 seconds into the final of the Libertadores. He scores for Botafogo. Botafogo 2, São Paulo 1. Gregory for Botafogo. Botafogo scores 2 minutes into injury time, recovering like he did against Fluminense, like in many other faces and times and chances that Gregory had. This is one of the most important players for Botafogo, and what a beautiful way of ending this campaign in 2024. Botafogo is scoring with Gregory on the last minute of the match and beating São Paulo 2-1. And we are now just waiting for Anderson Daronco to point and end the match. Botafogo seconds away from winning the Brazilian National Championship. And there we have it! Botafogo wins the Brazilian title. It is time to celebrate. Botafogo wins the double. What an incredible accomplishment. Winning the Libertadores and also winning the Brazilian National Championship. It is time to celebrate. What an incredible feat. Very few teams have been able to do it so. Only the incredible Santos of 1961 and 1962. And Flamengo in 2019. And now Botafogo winning the double. Winning the Libertadores and then winning the Brazilian Championship. You see Adrielson crying. Adrielson, that was definitely marked by what happened last year. Now celebrating along with the other players. And it's beautiful to see also Rafael celebrating this incredible title for Botafogo. Arthur Jorge, it's very emotional. Arthur Jorge is crying at the end of the game. And the São Paulo players also there. What a beautiful hug there by André Silva, complimenting Arthur Jorge. You see Carly now, Joel Carly, one of the biggest idols for Botafogo fans. Bastos also that wasn't able to play. Bastos got hurt. Arthur Jorge, very, very emotional. Very emotional. Being celebrated by the fans. Botafogo winning its third Brazilian title. Culminating this win against São Paulo. And Palmeiras was not able to beat Fluminense. And Atlético Paranaense, it's going to be the team that is going to join Criciúma, Atlético Goianiense, and Cuiabá. I got a little little bit of trouble with the audio that was coming from Newton Santos Stadium. But now you see the stage is being prepared. And the trophy will be given to Botafogo. It's the moment that we were all waiting for. All of you, all over the world, that were able to watch the coverage of Botafogo during this Brazilian Championship. For the first time ever, and in this first time ever, the Botafogo wins the Brazilian Championship with our international broadcast. What an accomplishment. What a way of ending this campaign in 2024 in the Brazilian Championship. And Botafogo winning the Brazilian Championship also qualify for the Brazilian Super Cup to face the winner of the Brazilian Cup in the beginning of 2025. In February, Botafogo and Flamengo are going to be playing the Brazilian Super Cup in Belém, in the state of Pará. So this is another title that Botafogo will be fighting for in 2025. And Botafogo will be leaving Newton Santos shortly after celebrating, after lifting the trophy. Botafogo will be heading to Doha in Qatar, because Botafogo will be playing Pachuca from Mexico next Wednesday. And you're going to be able to watch here with us at Botafogo TV, with Gabiru, with Cadu Macri, and all of our crew, the coverage of the first time that Botafogo is participating in the Intercontinental Cup. Botafogo and Pachuca next Wednesday. What an incredible 2024. What an incredible season for Botafogo. It is time to celebrate the Tempo de Botafogo. And you see the celebration. These are images that are being recovered probably after Botafogo scored the goal with Gregory. Some fans were not looking to the pitch, and you see fans from every age, men and women, the children, celebrating and very emotional. What a 2024. And you want to stay here until Botafogo lift the trophy. And you see John Textor, that was in Buenos Aires with the team when Botafogo lift the trophy. And now he's going to be here. He's here at Newton Santos Stadium. Again, alongside Arthur Jorge and all the Botafogo players. It's time to open a big smile and celebrate. Some of the fans obviously can't contain the emotion, and a lot of them are crying. Botafogo, after winning in 1995, it's been 29 years since that December 17th, and what a way of ending this campaign. The day the Botafogo celebrates the date of the union of the Botafogo Football Club and the Clube de Regatas Botafogo in 1942. December 8th, when Botafogo turns 82 years, Botafogo wins the Brazilian Championship. Players and fans in tears. Luis Henrique wearing the Black Panther shirt now, and holding a few trophies. And you see the referee is there, and the players with all the pictures also. This is and part of the coaching staff and the technical staff of Botafogo now. They're giving the players its cell phones to communicate, for them to be able to take their own pictures. And we invite you to stay with us here at Botafogo TV, not only on an international broadcast, but also on the local broadcast, because we're going to have a huge post-game coverage here at Botafogo TV. Luis Henrique celebrating the Brazilian Championship. What a year! And the fans are like, we are being filmed. Look at that. In a big jumbotron. That's where we are. We are being filmed here at Botafogo TV station. Luis Henrique with some of the trophies of this afternoon's match. Savarino that scored the first goal for Botafogo. And then Gregory in the last minute of play, scoring his third goal for Botafogo. And the drone now moving into Newton Santos Stadium. And you are coming along with us. What an incredible sight. What a view. What a moment. What a culmination of Botafogo, tricampeão brasileiro. Winner of 1968. The Taça Brasil that had been unified as the Brazilian Championship. Then in 1995. And now in 2024. In this very special date, December 8th. Celebrating 82 years of this union of Botafogo Futebol Club and the Clube de Regatas Botafogo. The Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas winning the Brazilian Championship, beating São Paulo 2-1 at home. The first major title for Botafogo at Newton Santos Stadium. And let's see now how long it's going to take for the trophy to be moved into the field. And the players getting ready to receive their medals and lift the trophy in front of the fans that fill Newton Santos to capacity. In front of a sold-out stadium. What a way of winning the Brazilian Championship. Friends, family, and you see there Marlon Freitas celebrating with Rafael. Danilo Barbosa, that was one of the options for Botafogo today. Anderson Daronco. The stage is set. All we need now is the trophy and the players and our captain to lift the trophy for the second time in 2024. It is just unimaginable. A few years ago, who would have thought that Botafogo would be winning the Libertadores and the Brazilian Championship in the same year? This is definitely, you can definitely say, it's the biggest year in Botafogo's history. What a way to celebrate this date with all the players, with the fans, big smile, pictures, celebration. You see Marçal had an incredible game. And the fans now with the special patch of the Libertadores Championship. And Botafogo is going to have to get its jersey ready for the patch for the Brazilian Championship. You can choose now. You can wear the Botafogo shirt with the Libertadores patch or the Brazilian Championship patch. It's up to you. Now the Botafogo fans are gathering. And soon enough, they're going to be on the stage to get the trophy and the medals. Tricampeão, that's what the fans are chanting in Newton Santos Stadium. Let's see if we can hear it. course, this celebration is going to extend all throughout this Sunday. In every street, every corner of Rio, the Botafogo fans are going to celebrate the double. Friends and family, and the players and their families. And you're going to be able to watch this with our coverage at Botafogo TV, and also including in our post game here for the national broadcast here at Botafogo TV that you're going to be able to watch all over the world. Little by little, it looks like the referees are moving onto the stage. The referees also get this medal for participating in a championship game. You see Danilo celebrating. The Botafogo fans chanting the Botafogo anthem very loud here at Newton Santos Stadium. And a complete joy there by Adrielson. What a turnaround in Adrielson's career. Adrielson, they left Botafogo to play in France, and he came back and was able to help us win our first ever Libertadores, and then the Brazilian Championship. The Brazilian Championship that Botafogo was long hoping for. The national anthem being played at Newton Santos Stadium. And the fans are singing é campeão, singing the anthem, é tricampeão, é campeão. And I have to play on Wednesday. You see the young fans celebrating, maybe not understanding the whole scope of what happened to Botafogo today. Of course, there's some of the fans, yes, 3 Brazilian titles, have exactly the notion of what Botafogo has done here today at Newton Santos Stadium. Little by little, we see the Botafogo players moving onto the stage. Again, we see this image of the Botafogo fan kissing the emblem and pointing to the patch of the Libertadores Championship. You see Igor Jesus, Cuiabano. You see the president of the Brazilian Federation and the Botafogo players. One by one, Lucas Alter, Adrielson, getting their medals and their cell phones ready to record and celebrating, rightfully so. Alex Telles is moving into Alan also. Luis Henrique carrying his trophy. Danilo Barbosa following, number 5. Here comes John. Here comes Gregory that scored the winning goal for Botafogo. John kissing the medal. And you see Alexander Barbosa. You see Junior Santos. Alexander Barbosa, that unfortunately couldn't play, was suspended for the game this afternoon. We are minutes away, maybe seconds away from Botafogo lifting the trophy. Little by little, they're getting ready to lift the trophy. at home, in front of their fans. Nothing like it. Exactly the way that should have been. The way the Botafogo fans were hoping for. Winning the championship at home, in front of its own fans, with a complete sold-out Newton Santos Stadium. You see Vitinho approaching, Eduardo also, and Chiquinho Soares being celebrated by the president of the Brazilian Federation. And the fans keep on singing. We are back in the Botafogo. It's on stage. The team is ready. You see Gatito, Fernandes. Yes, we had a little bit of a problem with the images that were going to be generated all over the world and also here in Brazil. But we are back in time for you to see Botafogo lifting the trophy. The technical staff, the coaching staff, the players are ready. Marlon Freitas is there. We are just waiting for the trophy to arrive. You see Savarino also holding a trophy, Barbosa, some of the players that earned honors for the match played against São Paulo. Here comes the trophy. Here comes the trophy. The Brazilian trophy. The Brazilian championship. Is it gonna get given to the Botafogo players, to Marlon Freitas? Is it gonna be lifted all the way up? Botafogo. Marlon Freitas asked to wait a little bit. I think that there's something that has been rehearsed. He's gonna give the trophy to Rafael, to lift the trophy along with Rafael. Botafogo is the Brazilian national champion for the third time. Close to the fans also at Newton Santos Stadium. And hopefully we're going to be able to bring this trophy here to Botafogo CV, so you can have a very Doha, Qatar on Wednesday for the Intercontinental Cup tournament. Thank you very much for watching the Brazilian Championship with us here at Botafogo TV. And make sure to check our official channels with your local time for our next live broadcast. Until next time, I say thank you for joining in and being part of this first successful season of international broadcasts of Botafogo's game, culminating with the Brazilian Championship and the Libertadores Trophy being shown to the fans and to you all over the world. Until next time, I'm Roby Porto saying good night and celebrate, Botafogo fans. É tempo de Botafogo!
Aos que permaneceram firmes nos anos de dor, desfrutem. Esse momento é de vocês. A nossa gente, apaixonada e leal. Celebre o feito do clube que você sustentou. Aos que defenderem em campo nossas cores com coragem e ambição, a história é vossa. Aos que foram decisivos com gols, lances e dribles desconcertantes, bem-vindos ao panteão de ídolos, daquele que melhor os cultua. Aos hipócritas que insistiram em vão em nos apequenar, assistam calados à nossa redenção. Aos que riram e desacreditaram, A nossa vitória não foi por acidente. Aos desinformados que ignoraram e desprezaram a nossa história, façam as notícias da nossa glória. Aos que duvidaram da nossa capacidade, convivam com o gosto amargo do nosso protagonismo. É chegada uma nova era, e há coisas que só acontecem com o Botafogo. E há também um novo significado para isso. Avisou John Textor. O Brasil é nosso, o continente também. É tempo de alegria, é tempo de Botafogo.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.
Eu não digo que foi um desafio, mas que eu cheguei a pensar em desistir. Não vai ser fácil, o começo também pra gente não foi fácil. É foco, não tem data comemorativa, não tem feriado, é treino, é jogo. Comecei numa escolinha onde só eu era menina e hoje a gente tem o prazer de fazer o que a gente mais ama.
Não foi fácil chegar até aqui. Nós lutamos pelo direito de entrar em campo e jogar.
Tivemos que batalhar para isso e estamos só no começo.
Nossa força é inabalável e a nossa luta é constante.
A estrela não está apenas no escudo, ela está dentro e fora de campo.
Em cada jogadora que veste essa camisa com orgulho.
Timaço de mulheres que a Shen tem orgulho de vestir.
Shen, patrocinador oficial das Gloriosas.
Nós caminhamos juntos, andamos na mesma direção. A gente torce junto, vibra junto, joga junto e compartilha um sentimento que ninguém entende. Por isso, entre bilhões de estrelas no universo, somos a mais tradicional. Somos camisa 7. Somos o Botafogo. É diferente. Junte-se a nós.